Hello, I am Naomi Santos and I will be presenting my thesis. So let's get started. 4 years ago, I was in my third year of studying fine arts. There was a group of very skilled fine art students planning a group exhibit to jumpstart their painting careers. They spent months creating artworks, and when the last piece was completed, they set out to propose their exhibit to galleries with a group portfolio. Months of blood, sweat, and tears poured into a neat little folder. Some doors opened, some remained closed. Some offered drinks and snacks, but sadly, nothing more. Galleries would decline because they were new artists with little to no following, and it would be less likely for the gallery to make a sale. My thesis is for them, for the brilliant artworks who have so much to offer, but sadly never got the chance to. When the pandemic happened, everything migrated online. It was hard enough to sell traditional art by beginners, but now there was the added challenge of having to do it digitally. What is currently out there? Annual art events and online exhibitions lean more towards showing artwork rather than selling. There are virtual gallery tours, but most of these 3D exhibits are one-time events that seem to highlight the novelty of 3D spaces rather than the artworks themselves. The problem with traditional art versus digital art is that paintings and sculptures need a level of immersion that is vital to the process, a connection between the viewer and the artwork. How do we emulate that level of tactile experience when viewing artwork in an online space? My thesis hopes to address this in some way. A Studio is an online marketplace which caters to fine artists and art buyers, specifically designed for painters and sculptors who are just starting out. Artists who are faced with two main obstacles. First, they do not have a big following, meaning they don't have a lot of followers online, on social media platforms, making it harder for them to find their audience and potential buyers. And second, a lack of opportunity to exhibit their work in a way that it can be more fully appreciated, in the way traditional art needs to be. In light of these findings, and because this is a marketplace, we start with the interface targeted towards buyers. Through interviewing multiple art buyers, we have found out that they have these three primary concerns when asked if they would consider buying art online. So let's log in. Obviously, art buyers want to be able to search and browse effectively for the art they want to purchase. Art collectors want to be able to search and browse different artworks online as they would when visiting an exhibit. To address this, A Studio is structured simply. From your homepage, you would be greeted with featured works that are related to your past searches or purchases. At the bottom of the page is the category page, where buyers can browse by category. You may notice the categories are based on medium. This is to minimize any confusion for everyone. Categorizing works by, let's say, movements such as abstract or modernism, this paves the way for confusion and miscommunication. Mediums, on the other hand, is concrete and can be easily grasped by both artists and buyers. Going back to the home screen, right at the top of the screen is the search bar, ready to go. Let's say you're looking for a painting, maybe a portrait with light soothing colors and maybe flowers in it. Type in your keywords and tap search. You're looking and oh, this one looks nice. You click it and it brings us to our second concern. Buyers want to view artworks in detail. The level of connection an audience feels when standing in front of an actual artwork is hard to emulate online when you're simply scrolling on a screen. So after tapping the artwork they are interested in, the buyer is presented with details in the artwork such as its size, movement it belongs in, if any, and a description, or as curators will call it, a write-up for the painting, containing the artist's message or any text that communicates the heart of the artist for this work. A Studio hopes to bring that level of immersion a step closer by providing clear and detailed photos and close-up shots of the art piece as the buyer scrolls down. But wait, will photos be enough? A Studio takes another step closer than other selling platforms, which brings us to this little icon on the top right corner, where if you click that, brings you to the AR feature, which allows the buyer to see the artwork in a more three-dimensional space. This allows the artwork you are viewing to be projected on any flat surface in the actual scale that the artwork is. This allows the buyer to see how the art would look in their spaces. This feature utilizes AR technology, the same technology commonly used in camera filters you can find in social media platforms such as Instagram or Facebook. Through this feature, we hope this aids the buyer into making a purchasing decision. It is also worth noting that this experience of trying out paintings is only possible through an online setting that this platform provides. For sculptures, a similar feature can be proposed but not AR, but instead using 360-degree photography so potential buyers can see the artwork from all angles. And lastly, the third of buyers' primary concern is communication. Buyers want to be able to communicate with the artist. They say in every artwork, at least half the value is the story it brings. The messaging feature is available through this icon at the bottom right, where they could easily chat and get in touch with the artist of the artwork they are viewing. For most buyers, they want to know the story behind it. What was going on in the artist's mind when they made it? Another reason is for legitimacy. Buyers are more encouraged to buy artwork from an artist they can communicate to. This adds a level of authenticity to it. In a way, knowing the artist helps them know the work more and vice versa. With all these concerns addressed, the buyer will feel more confident in his or her decision and purchase the artwork. Here is a preview of the checkout process. So you add it to cart, checkout, and little security fingerprint detail here, and your order is placed. Of course, this is more on the e-commerce side, and qualified professionals will be consulted eventually. You may ask, why need to make another marketplace? Sites such as Shopee, Lazada, FB Marketplace are too full of non-artwork content that clutter up your search results. It is simply not ideal for both artists and buyers. Instagram features one artist at a time, and you actually need to know who to search for or the right hashtags. And even then, not all artworks are up for sale. Gallery sites focus on exhibits mostly and do not necessarily let you search and shop in the way a dedicated e-commerce site would allow, much less interact with the artist. And so far, no marketplace uses AR and 360-degree photography to sell art this way. Now from the artist's point of view. Earlier we learned that their primary concerns were reaching their audience and having a dedicated space to exhibit their artworks. At this point, an online marketplace was begging to be made. As the artist logs in, they are immediately in their artist dashboard, where at a glance they could see any ongoing orders they have in their statuses. Right below that is their gallery analytics, which includes information like their response rates, ratings, and overall account health. Artists will also be able to hold separate exhibits and post solo pieces within their gallery. So not only will this make it easier for them to organize their works, but will also allow buyers to properly and conveniently browse through them. Now, these are all tools prepared for the artist to efficiently manage their very own shop, their very own gallery, where they can showcase their works. Now, another concern with both artist and buyer is legitimacy and shipping concerns. So let's start with legitimacy. In A Studio, we want to make sure that every artwork that comes up on the buyer's search is available for purchase and is being sold by the actual artist. This is how we will address it. This is the process of how the artist will upload an artwork for sale. They tap this plus button on the bottom of the screen, and first they choose the photos they want to upload. These should be high-quality images and highlights the beauty and detail of the artwork. Then they pick the category of the artwork based on the medium. Third step is filling in the artwork details such as title, price, size, year it was made, movement it belongs to if any, and the artist's write-up for the work. Scrolling down, they have the option to set up the AR demo. The process for that is very much straightforward. The artist chooses one photo to be used on the 3D model. There is a message here instructing that the image chosen must be a clear front view of the painting. That photo is imposed on a 3D model in the size and dimension of the painting so that when it is projected on a wall, it would be an accurate scale. Artists also have an option to add frames if they would be including a frame along with the painting. When that's done, the AR demo loads and informs the artist that it is uploaded successfully. For now, this AR demo feature is anticipated for paintings only. For sculptures, an alternative is including a 360-degree turnaround shots. Next step is identity check. This step is vital into ensuring that each artwork is uploaded for sale and is in possession of the actual artist. An A Studio representative will engage the artist in a video call where the artist should be seen and confirmed with the actual artwork. After the representative has confirmed the identity of the artist, he or she will end the video call, and the artist is taken to a page confirming the validity of the artwork, and it is ready to be posted. And lastly, shipping, the last leg of the race. Getting the artwork to the buyer, we will be shipping art pieces, and this requires specific care in handling. The shipping process we propose goes as such. First, the artwork is personally inspected and packed by the artist. A Studio encourages artists to earn through their passion. Like owning your own business, you must be very hands-on every step of the way. So the responsibility that each artwork is in good condition and is packed ready for shipping rests on the artist. They can either pack it in their location, and the pickup service will come and inspect and pick up the artwork to be brought to the A Studio warehouse, or the artist can personally bring the artwork to A Studio warehouse where they can use the facility and materials to pack their works. It is also through the A Studio warehouse where the artwork certificate of authenticity is issued. Once the artwork is securely packed with its COA, the artist bids farewell, and A Studio warehouse handles it from this point on, ensuring that it is delivered with utmost care to the buyer. Through this platform, we hope to empower artists to earn through their passion, and in effect, allowing buyers to be exposed to a wide array of artworks at the tip of their fingers. Our goal is to provide every artist, regardless of fame status, an opportunity to effectively showcase and sell their works by giving them a dedicated space and equipping them to reach their audience faster. Because after all, every artist needs a studio. Thank you for listening, and have a nice day.